He's working, and my audio's working through there, and then you're just coming through on the desktop. So do you want to talk?
Okay.
Yep, perfect. Okay, so you're coming through on my Twitch. But there's going to be a lag for the viewer on the video. Actually, there's going to be a lag for you in the video, but...
Yeah, so I just muted the
just
the
mute
stream.
Perfect. That way we won't get the echo. Okay, can you see my screen now? We'll see how long the lag is.
It's a good solid 15 seconds.
Oh crap. Okay.
No, more like 10. More like 10.
Okay, we'll figure this out. Well, you know what? I can tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? That'll be part of the fun. That'll
Yeah.
be part of the fun. Okay, so now I need to get you on my screen. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna add a source. This is so convoluted at this point. I'm a disorganized person, and my Streamlabs is just like a mess. Okay, browser source, window capture. I think that's what we want. Window capture.
Yes, I can see your desktop, and
Okay.
your stream is muted, so we won't get any double. And then at some point, I could even share my screen if you're so that you could see what, like, if we need to go back and forth.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at it. Okay, you're gonna see this now. Booyah! Yep. Mike is in the hizzy. Okay, I'm gonna put you down in this corner.
Yep.
Put you down in this corner. Might have you kind of like move a little bit so you're lined up. Okay, look at that. Can you see yourself?
Yes, I can.
Dude, we are cruising for a bruising here. That didn't take too long to get set up. Okay, next on the agenda, Mr. Reese, before we get started, I'm gonna send out a couple social media messages.
Okay.
And I'll send one out to my so at the University of Utah, for all the grad students, we've got a streaming channel, so I'm gonna let people know that I'm learning
the blends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm live now, learning how to use Blender. If you would like to see me embarrass myself. Come on over. Okay, what were you saying?
So like at some point, if I were to share my screen, you would see my face and your stream would become my screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Which would be tiny.
Well, it might be like it might help you out. So
yeah. Anything that helps a bro out, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna hit send on that. Okay, let me hit a couple tweets, and this is good. This is behind the scenes. This is IRL, and this is the way I roll. I'm not a professional streamer. I'm a ghetto streamer. Okay, so I'm gonna do Blender 3D hashtags though, because I hear that's hot. Blender 3D, game art, no, game dev, indie game dev. Okay, that'll work. Oh, and Twitch creative, let's do that one too. See what happens. Okay, and so here's the problem too. I've been known to hit Alt F4 on the wrong keyboard.
And just close all windows.
Oh yeah, on the wrong one, so it'll just close. So I'll close Streamlabs, and it'll end my stream. Okay, so we have a couple viewers now, and so what the crap? Let's just get started.
Cool.
Okay, so I've downloaded and installed Blender.
Okay.
Let me log on this computer. Okay, and Steam, who cares about you? We're hooked up to the internet. Blender is right here. Okay, so it's been installed. It hasn't been initialized. So as we get started, I have a few questions for you, and
sure.
and I'm gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions. For anyone watching, especially if you're catching this on YouTube, subscribe to me, please. Okay, I beg people for subscribers, by the way, because it's hard to get subscribers on YouTube. Okay, so Blender. I opened it about 3 or 4 months ago and tried to use it, and I just it reminded me of that low poly modeling class we took in school together, where they made us learn 3D Studio Max, and I just wanted to pick up the monitor and chuck it across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna do the startup stream. So the last time I installed it, it gave me the option of using Maya controls.
Okay.
I chose not to because I wanted to be a purist, right?
I think that's actually the way to go.
Okay.
Because so when I picked it up, I decided to look because just so you know, Blender in general is so hotkey driven,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And so before 2.8, you'll see this like they used to have like the selected thing, like the right mouse and all sorts of stuff. So, but Blender is so hotkey driven that changing controls right off the bat to like a Maya or a Mac setup, you may not know what you're missing out on because you don't know what you don't know. So I would just keep it as it is, and that's what I'll teach you.
Okay, so that's the exact reason I didn't choose Maya before, but I wanted to just so I could figure out what the heck was going on.
Sure. Well, let's do that first. Let's just try and get you to where you can navigate with the cube on screen.
Okay, just in standard Maya or standard Blender.
Just standard Blender.
And this is the way and sorry if I talk too much. This is the way I like to use Maya as well. I'm not a big like carry around a preference folder. That I have all my own like settings because and partially because especially now at school, but especially like when I was at Disney, I would hop on other people's computers all the time.
Right.
Right. And I never wanted to have a crutch of my special settings, and that's what I'm used to. So I'm actually a Maya default purist as well. Although I love all the short keys and everything. So
well, this is gonna be interesting because one of Blender's strengths is it's so customizable.
Yeah.
But what's great about Blender too is that you don't have to like download a bunch of extra stuff. It just comes with things, and you can make it easier on yourself by like enabling some add-ins.
Okay.
That make it really quick. So
okay. Oh yeah. I saw like a Boolean thing on Twitter today. That looked pretty
there's Booleans. There's obviously cycles. There's something called Node Wrangler, which is great for. It's built in. You just got to turn it on, but that's because like Max and Maya, Blender's also like a node-based texturing system, but Node Wrangler actually can do some things automatically, knowing what you want to do.
Okay.
But I think for now, we'll just kind of get you started so you can kind of understand what you're seeing.
Perfect.
And how to do some stuff.
So let me ask you this, Michael, since you're here. This is turning into a Mike Reese interview.
Yeah.
What do you use Blender at your work, or is this just a side thing for you?
No, I decided we use Max in my work, and that's yeah. I've been using Max for over 10 years now, and it's a fantastic modeling package. We use Max and V-Ray, and I definitely wouldn't switch over to Blender. Using Blender now for a few months, there's definitely some areas where it's really strong. And as a freelance artist, which doing freelance work, I wanted something where I didn't have to pay $2,000 a year to have a package, and Blender fulfills that need and more. And it's only becoming more and more. It's getting more abilities by the second to become more of a production pipeline, and they do use it in some productions,
right.
and there's still a lot that I don't know, but in terms of just the little I've had with it, there's still some areas where I think it's lacking for production, but for 99% of stuff, it's so fantastic. So this was more of a I didn't want to rely on Autodesk. I want something I could just have for free. Blender is extremely robust, and it has some really interesting tools and some time-saving stuff that so yeah, I'm excited to learn more about Blender, but I picked it up as like a side project. Let's learn this so that I could work completely independently of having to use my work license or anything.
No, that's awesome. So that's some of the, as an educator, I've always thought, Blender's free. Like, why don't we teach Blender? It's powerful. But the problem is now is I'm used to Maya, and then Maya or whatever, whoever the Maya is now, they have now made it so easy for students to get access to it that it's become a no-brainer for education, because there's a perceived value in learning a software that has to be paid for and is so expensive.
Right.
Which turns, like, if I were to teach with Blender, it would the students would have a perception of it being a cheaper class.
Right. It could potentially devalue it. But what's interesting about that is that, like, Maya and Max are only one, like, really they're a like 40% now of the entire pipeline. It's like there's this main package, and then there's so many things surrounding it that are not that expensive, but that you really need, like like Substance Painter, some designer, some sort of game package like Unity or like Unreal. But so there's so many things surrounding it that you need too, that having only one bit of that be a free package may not be that, isn't really that big a deal, considering it's using like the same PBR workflow.
No, I agree. And I always tell my students, like, it's all moving faces and vertices. So you learn one, you learn the other. However, I have the hardest time with Blender, so let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I just hit next?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hit next. We're going through the whole things. Okay, new file, blah blah blah. Open. Do I need to look at any of this?
No, just hit next. And just hit general.
So there is no next. So just general new file. Okay. Okay, so now we've got this stupid cube in the middle of my origin.
Okay.
Is this a camera over here?
Yeah, so on the upper right, you'll see, like, essentially the outliner.
Okay, upper right. That's my outliner. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so we got the camera, the cube, and the light. And so they call, with Blender, they have like the scene collection, and then you have those group nodes, which are just called collections. And so that's pretty cool. One of the first things I'm going to teach you actually are two shortcuts, because you're going to hit them and you're not going to know what happened.
Why do you think they don't just call it a group?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just to be different.
Okay.
So hit T and look to your upper left, and you'll see that so that's a tool, right? And so you'll see that little bar go left on the left, go in and out.
Yeah. So if I hit T, it disappears.
Yeah. So you'll want to know that that's what's happening, and then hit N, and then you'll see something on the right.
Okay.
Go in and out.
Okay. What does the T stand for?
Oh, it's like tool or something.
Oh, tool.
Yeah. So, and then there's just some additional things that you can utilize with scale whenever here, that sometimes they'll go away.
Right.
If you don't know why.
So we have a message from chat. Danny Rampage says, when I started Blender, I made sure to change the control preset to industry standard. It helped me immensely, although people say it's a bad idea. That's good feedback, Danny. I think that's the discussion we just had, right? You do that and then you don't know what you're missing.
Right. Kind of yeah. So, again, Blender is so hotkey driven that changing hotkeys right off the bat, you don't quite know what you may have just overwritten. And so for me, I wanted just to go with Blender standard, but just to move around. So with Maya, So it's not too far off. So first, use your middle mouse. That's gonna be like your main thing. So
okay, because I just held down Alt and started to left click. So I'm just gonna use my middle mouse instead, right?
Yeah. So use middle mouse.
Okay. So that rotates me.
Yep.
And that's called orbit, right? We have to use different terminology. So we're gonna orbit. So the cube is essentially a planet, and I'm orbiting around it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Shift middle mouse will do your panning.
Oh, cool. Okay, so that's like Alt. Okay.
Yep, and then Control middle mouse will do your zooming.
Oh my goodness. So okay, such a different. It's funny. So this is really good for me, because I've been using Maya for what, 20 years.
Yeah.
and this is how my students feel when I try to explain Maya. Okay. So just to repeat. So middle mouse orbits. Hold down Shift, it pans,
Yep.
and Control to zoom in and out. Okay, that is
Yep.
super helpful.
And then you can also just use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out as well.
Okay, I'd rather use that. Okay, perfect.
Okay. So one of the first things I think would be good to know is, so like you're moving around, you have what's called the default cube, which everyone makes fun of because it's like the default cube. But currently, if you go to your upper left, you'll see like you're in layout mode.
Uh-huh.
There's modeling mode, sculpting mode, UV mode.
Oh, cool.
These are all different layouts to like optimize what you're doing. We could go into modeling mode, and I think that will actually be fine because we're going to do some modeling while we're in here.
Okay.
So that gets rid of like
So should I go into modeling?
yeah.
You're the teacher. You're the teacher.
So
okay.
So
oh, sweet. I got verts and edges. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay.
So to get in and out of edit mode, you press tab.
In and out of edit mode. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. So here's my idea for anyone watching, whether this is live or not. I just realized what we should do, since we're only going to be meeting once a week, is, and this puts you on the spot, Mike, you should give me like a little homework assignment to do.
Sure. Yeah.
This week. Okay. All right. So next. So tab, remove. Okay, and I'm gonna have to rewatch this so I can remember all this.
Yeah.
So tab clicks on the edit mode, so that goes to extrude, insert faces, bevel, loop, knife, polybuild. So I know what all these are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, spin triangles, which I never use in Maya either, but whatever. Smooth. Okay, smooth edge slide. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is hit tab again, because I want to throw you something that's going to happen a lot on accident with you right now, and I want you to know what's happening.
Okay.
So one of the cool things about like navigating is you can quickly go to your orthographic views with the Alt and the middle mouse.
Yes.
So go ahead and just do Alt middle mouse.
This is what I was trying to figure out. Like, first of all, okay, Alt middle mouse. Okay. Oh, okay, and this snaps.
Yep.
To the different views.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's hard to tell what I am, but I guess you have the little indicator up here. So now I'm on Y, so that's I was looking underneath. Okay.
Which you can use, by the way, too. Like if you want to do a quick to Z, quick to X.
Nice. I can just click those. I actually like that better than Y. Except that that's not hotkey driven. Okay. That takes more time. Okay, perfect.
And then to get out of it, just do a middle mouse click and then just start, do the orbit around.
Ooh, I love it. So I don't want to get ahead of the game here, but this is what kind of killed me. It felt, the software when I first opened it felt too fluid. Like I didn't have like control. I'm a huge. I love snapping to grid. I love snapping to verts. I love knowing exactly where it's going in X, Y, Z. And so this felt too like wishy-washy.
Yeah. Well, once you get into it, once you start really getting into it, you'll actually find that there was lots of thought gone into how things work. And there's going to be some things that, so kind of like ZBrush, when you first get into ZBrush, the interface is so different, and it's like, oh my god, what were they thinking with this like interface? It's so different.
And then it just becomes second nature.
Right. But under the creators of Blender were trying to do was kind of the same thing that the creators of ZBrush were trying to do, and that's trying to not break you out of creating, so that you can do so many things so quickly, so you can just be creating all the time and build momentum. Whereas having, so that's why I think it's also so hotkey driven, is that you can just be doing things very intuitively. Cool. So let's go over one of the things that I think is going to drive you nuts at first, but it's going to be really, really cool. So with Maya and Max, W, E, and R are like, move, scale,
and rotate.
With Blender, G is move, and then S is scale, and then R is rotate.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna kill me, Mike.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
So
Okay.
the question is, do I have enough brain capacity to like hold that many controls to so many different software? This is like well, it's like learning a new language, right?
Yeah.
And I have that problem because I know I speak 2.5, 3.5 languages. One of them not very well, but the problem is I start using the words from the wrong languages, right?
Yeah.
So this is my concern. I'm teaching some modeling classes next semester. Anyway, let's move on.
So one of the really cool things with Blender is moving around with G. So what I want you to do is hit G,
okay.
And then what's going to happen first is that the whole cube is just going to move around.
So I hit G and it's not doing anything.
Oh well. So
do I have to?
I don't think your cube is selected.
Okay, now I've got G.
And then once you hit G, you're just going to be moving around your cube, right?
This is the wishy-washy stuff I was talking about.
Okay, well, this is where it gets really cool. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold down the middle mouse button now.
Okay. Oh, and it moves.
Start snapping to an axis.
I guess I kind of like it. I don't know how to feel about it though. Okay, so I can snap it back to center if I want, kind of.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of this whole like you select a move tool and you're constantly in move.
Well, you can let go of the middle mouse once you have like an axis that you want to move in.
No, I am let go and it's still. Why is it still?
Oh well, just so now what we can do is just once you get it to a spot, you can just do a left click and then that's where it will be.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. So I'm gonna grab it again, move it. Wait, what is going on? Now it remembers that other position it was in. That's interesting.
So so you can do Control Z. Yeah. So once you snap it, okay.
Then let go of it. Okay.
Yeah. But what's really cool is that let's say you wanted it to be really precise, you could hit G, okay?
Okay. I hit G.
And then hit Y, X, or Z to choose an axis, and then just
So
hit G, Y.
So this is new, but I get it. It makes so X or Y. So just like it sounds. Okay, so that's Y, X or Z. Okay.
Yep.
That is kind of cool.
Okay, so like again, we're trying to stay in this mode of just creating.
Right. So I see what you mean by super hotkey sensitive because. Yeah. So what drives me nuts? Okay, what drives me nuts is I'm testing this out, right? It doesn't move, like I can't go into Y position based on where it is currently. It snaps it back to the original Y.
Oh, so now what you can do is hit here. So like if you want to move on it on like the local axis, is that what you're saying?
It's based off of its current position, like right here, like I'm on Y, I want to move it over to this side. Now if I hit X, it snaps it over to like 0, 0.
Oh, well, just hit left click once you're on your Y.
Okay. Well, I'm on
to
X,
get it where you want it to be.
Okay.
So like,
and now if I
hit
G and then and then it stays on that one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. Cool. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah.
Right.
So that's one way of like moving around, but there's also tons of snapping options. And one of the things that you're going to see, and it's going to be really non-intuitive at first, is that you have two things right now. Like if you look within the cube, you have your pivot point, the origin point. It's that little dot.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the 3D cursor, which is what is in the middle, which is at the world origin now.
Yeah.
And those are independent, and they do different things, but you can also use them for the same thing, like a place to pivot from, and then you can choose what that is. But currently, the 3D cursor, which you can move by doing a shift and right click around, will just move the 3D cursor around.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Now I'm. It's interesting. I'm still moving my camera on 0, 0, 0. But anyway, okay. I wonder. So I'm gonna try this. If I hit F now, that doesn't do anything.
No,
Oh no, I hit F and
so
it. Well, F grabbed my object again. What the heck?
let's see.
Why? Oh, I broke it already. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things that we can do, um, so currently to frame up, it's going to be the right slash, the right next to the period, the forward slash.
Forward slash. Okay.
That's going to be your frame and isolate, and we can change that, but that's what it is currently.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the best thing to do right now, is we can start to maybe do some really interesting things to kind of get you excited about this whole modeling situation.
Okay.
So let's do some extrusions, and
Okay.
then let's do some yeah. So to start modeling, you hit tab.
Okay. I'm gonna stop talking and just listen to you because I think I'm
Okay.
digging a hole. So you just direct me.
Sure. Okay. Uh, one are vertexes, two are edges, and three are faces.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. So
If I
let's hit
tap.
three.
Okay. So hit 3. Got faces
And
mode.
cool. So now go to a face.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Let's do that one. Do the top face. So now do E, and you're going to be extruding all over the place.
Ah. Okay.
So actually, so then you got that. You can hit E again. Hit E again.
So I just tried to snap because it sounded fun.
Yep, and you can
And
do
it
that.
does the same thing. Okay, and so it can, but it was going up anyway, so that didn't matter. Okay, so
Yeah.
hit E again. Boom. Wait, should I hit E again or just right click when I'm done?
Oh, when you're done, hit left click, and then you can just do the operation again.
Okay, but you wanted me to hit E again, you said.
Yeah, so do multiple extrusions.
It doesn't do anything. I might have messed it up.
Left click to.
Okay, let's do this again. So let's try E. E. Nope, it's not repeating.
Oh, okay. I need to see what. Oh no! It looks like you got. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm left clicking and then extruding
Yes.
again.
Yes. And then you can hit like I to do like an inset.
Oh, I want to try that. Okay, I. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is like scaling and extrusion, which I just messed it up because I right clicked. Dang it. Okay, Control Z, which should get me out, right? Okay, well, let's try I. It's not doing anything.
Oh, now you drag to your left.
With my middle mouse or what?
No. So
It kind of wants to do something. It's like twitching.
it's probably because so why don't you left click and then Control Z until you get back to a normal. Yeah. So it's trying to do it.
Okay.
So you may want to zoom in a little bit and get to the top there.
Let's do this. I gotta remember. See, this is the thing. I gotta remember how to zoom. Okay, so Shift is pan. Okay. Shift is pan. Let's get in on this thing. Oh yeah, this is the part where I'm like totally showing my noobness. Okay, so I'm gonna hit I again.
Yep.
And look at that. It's like, oh, there we go. Okay, so left, right. How am I getting that to? See how it's going in a little bit?
Yeah, it just seems like
I'm trying multiple directions. It just doesn't like me.
Okay, well we can. That may be because maybe you're I don't know, you're remoting in. It might be a little bit strange, but what you can do is go ahead and I think you can right click and it will.
Oh, look at all these.
Oh, you know what? Like I get the same thing, but that's just because. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff. There's stuff with normals, and there's also like a bunch of pie menus. But I think one of the things that we can do now is to show you something pretty cool. Oh, well, so actually, just to make sure that we don't have any like back faces.
Yep.
Where go ahead and hit 1 to get all your vertexes back.
Okay.
and then select them all. Actually, before
How?
you do that,
Okay, go ahead.
do Shift Z,
Okay,
and
what?
that will get you into X-ray mode.
Oh, cool. I like extra
Um,
mode.
when you want to select things behind something, you have to hit Shift Z,
Okay.
and then do all this. You can hit A to you can do that, or you can hit A to do that, and then
Okay.
hit M to merge.
M. That's
Oh, and then you
by
want to do by
distance.
distance.
By distance,
Yep,
right? Okay.
yep.
Okay. Done.
Okay, so real quick, now that we've actually done like an operation, I want you to look in the lower left, and you'll see merge by distance. I want you to expand that little caret.
Okay.
This is going to be so cool. Okay, so now that you can see that there's the merge by distance, um, so that's good. And um, yeah, so that's what that's what you did, and you can change the distance there. But um, let's say that you would have had a couple of like extra faces that got merged. Right next to the 2.9 in the lower right, you would have seen what was merged.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so now I want to share something that really blew my mind, and I thought it was something that I didn't see of in like other packages. But let's do another. Let's add some edge loops.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Okay. So let's go back to face mode.
Should we stay in X-ray mode?
No,
Okay.
that's
So
fine. Shift Z.
so 1, 2, and 3 was the faces, right? Okay.
Yep.
It's okay. So this face mode. Oh, nice, and it's got the selector in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
Shift Z. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah. So this when I first saw this, I was like, oh wow, that's really powerful. So to do a ring or not or to do an edge loop, it's Control R
Okay.
and then hover over like an edge, and then you'll see a highlighted edge loop.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So one of the things that you can do right here is
Nice.
you can use your middle mouse to scroll to like increase or decrease the amount of edges.
Okay.
So go ahead and do quite a bit.
It's not working. Oh, there we go. Oh, scroll up and down. Okay. That is cool.
And then you can left click,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to drag left and right. Oh, see, so you have that drag cursor.
I don't. Okay, let me go back. Let's redo that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's Shift R or Control R.
Yeah. So do Control Z up until yeah. So it's Control R.
Okay, and then you're saying okay, so I can scroll up and then right click. Is that right? Or left click?
Well, so left click, and then you'll get that little left and right.
Okay, there it is. Oh, and I can slide them around.
But let's say that you wanted it right in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Just right click.
And it unifies them.
Yep.
Okay.
Now look in the lower left, and you'll see that loop, cut, and slide.
Okay.
This is everything that you can do. But one of the really cool things, so you can add more cuts, you can change the factor, which means like left or right. But look at what the fall off is, and then look at the smoothness. So let's say that you wanted to do some sort of curvature.
Okay. Oh, neat. Okay.
You can change it.
So which one, the fall off? Oh, weird.
Yeah, so change the fall off curve, but then change the smoothness, and you'll see what how
Okay.
that affects.
Okay, the fall off curve. So we're gonna try sphere, I guess. And then smoothness, we'll adjust that. Oh, that is neat. Oh, that's kind of cool. These are the kind of nerd tools we're talking about, Mr. Reese. Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy. So that's a really cool way to add, to do some extrusions and then to add some really cool details very, very quickly.
And then I can still add the cuts. I can adjust those. That's cool.
Yeah.
So way too many cuts. Okay. And then flipped. What does that do? Flipped. Nothing. Okay. Very cool. And the factor. Okay.
Yeah, there's some things that I don't I haven't quite messed with yet.
Like to say hello to Camalam if they're still here. 123. Thanks for stopping by. Okay.
Thing. So now I think one of the issues that you're gonna probably have is you're gonna want to remove some faces or something,
Yep.
and that's going to be an interesting endeavor. So
Oops.
I think at this point I'm going to show you how it is by default, and then I'm going to show you how to make a pie, not to make, but to get some pie menus that will feel a lot more comfortable for you because you're used to using pie menus in Maya.
Okay.
So go ahead and choose one of those front faces.
Okay. So
And
how
then,
do you go back into just object mode if you want to be like
oh, tab.
so tab? Okay. So choose one of these faces. Okay. And if I hold down shift, can I select multiples?
Yes.
Okay, so that works the same. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna grab all those faces.
What's cool too is that like if you were to hit control, so like if you were to do one face on a cylinder, but then you want to get um, a line of faces, you can do control click, and that will do from one point to the other, and it'll go.
Okay, so just like Maya.
Yeah.
Can I
So
double? Okay. So in Maya, you can double click too, and it'll do the whole loop. But that's cool.
the loops you can do one. So just do like an edge, and then do Alt click or yeah. So you can do Control Alt and click.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's
The
nice.
next loop.
Nice. Okay.
So we're getting a face, and then what you can do is hit X, and then it's going to say, "Do you want to delete?" It's going to have that like confirm.
Okay.
So that is one way to delete faces. But there's a
It's not delete. Oh, do I select what I want to delete?
right
Faces. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, that's cool.
So one of the things that I will encourage you. So what I typically do is I actually have a pie menu that is a little bit more intuitive. It's more like Maya, and they have a whole pie menu system that you can like turn on. So just to show you how to activate it, go to Edit and then go to your Preferences.
Edit preferences.
Then go to your Add-on section.
Okay, I'm looking for add-on. Okay.
And then in the upper right with the search,
Okay.
just type in Pi, P-I-E.
Pie. Okay. Interface 3D view port pie menus.
Yes. So activate that, and then you can actually open it up, and you'll see all the different Pi types that are available.
So just double click it.
I think if you were to do that, or you would just to open up the caret.
Okay. Oh, the caret. There we go.
Then, so there's a few here that I have activated, but I think the one that will help you out is just the Edit Delete Pi Hotkey X.
Okay.
And I would actually unclick them, not unclick. I would actually just be turning them on one by one once you actually understand what they do.
So turn these guys off.
All off besides just the one that we're trying to work with.
Okay. Don't want that many pies, right?
Yeah.
Too much pie.
Once you know what you're trying to like activate, then you'll say, "Oh, okay, it'd be much easier to kind of figure out." So now you can just close that.
Okay.
And then now do the same thing where you want to go to delete a face.
Okay. So I'll hit X. Oh, nice. Ah, the pie is making sense now. So this is very Maya-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so delete vertices, delete edges, delete faces. Oh, cool. That's nice.
So you'll also see something called dissolve.
Yeah. Should I try it?
So don't do that for a face, but it's going to make sense for edges. So dissolve means delete edge and vertice at the same time, kind of thing.
Okay. Oh, so this will turn these into triangles. Okay, so let's try that. Oops. So I got to hit X. I'm trying to right click again. Okay, so X, dissolve edges, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Kept all the face and just got rid of all. Okay, cool. I see.
Yeah, so they call that dissolve.
I mean, if you dissolve vertices or edges on that, it's going to do the exact same thing, but cool.
Yes, yes, yes. Plus, you have some additional things like merge by distance. You have all these other additions that will help you, do things a little.
Oh, interesting. So this left floating edges, which is not pretty. I think I lost some mic audio.
Oh no, I've just been watching you.
Okay.
I've just been watching because with the lag, I'm just trying to see what's actually happening.
Oh,
on the
I gotcha.
screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you delete edges, delete the edges, then it's a big ugly mess.
Okay, I think one of the next things I want you to enable. Let me just go to key map and then do search. Nice. Okay. Can you go back to your preferences? I'm gonna just change one key mapping that will make this nice.
Yeah.
I think you'll like this little.
Preferences.
Yeah. So go to preferences, key map, and then within the search bar, go to search. Type in search.
Okay.
Then within the second one. Oh yeah, actually, I guess I added one. You can change the F3 to spacebar.
Okay. To where? Okay, F3 to spacebar. Do I just?
You can just click on what the F3 shows now, and then just hit spacebar.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So that will actually be really great for trying to find things.
Okay.
So once you do that, go ahead and close it. And I want to show you a really cool way to use that. So what I want you to do is, I'm actually going to try and recreate what you have there. I want to delete faces. Okay, I want you to hit 2.
Hit 2, okay.
Yep, and then I want you to do Alt. Nope. What do I want to do here? Easiest way. Oh, you.
This is so complicated.
Once, oh yeah, okay. So once you get used to it, it feels less complicated. But let's get the entire edge loop that's been deleted.
Okay, this one.
Yeah,
oh, there's 3, but
the big hole. Essentially, I want you to get the edges that are within.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So hit Alt what?
So do the top edge, and then you can just hit. You can hold Alt and just do the other edge that's next to it, and then that will get the entire.
Got it.
So now I want you to hit spacebar.
Okay.
And I want you to type in fill.
Oh, I just hit F and it just filled it.
It did.
Well, I didn't. Spacebar didn't do anything. It's like, what is going on? FPS 24. Why does it care? Okay. No, that's turning on like. Why? Spacebar's doing something else. Like, look, it's up there. I have a frame per second going on now.
Spacebar is your timeline. That's what's happening.
Okay.
You're playing your. Well, in any case, I wonder. You can hit F3.
Okay, I think I've
get your search.
It's not working. I think we broke it. Let's turn it back to F3. Let's go back to preferences just before I forget what we did. Just because it sounds like it's tied to 2 things. So key map, and we look for search, right?
Yep.
Let's just this helps me remember what we did. Okay, we switched it to spacebar. I'm gonna restore, and then hit F3. Okay, there we go. So this is where you can find all the goodness, right?
Yeah.
So you said type F.
Yeah. So.
And that was for fill.
Yeah. So then like You can do like FILL.
Okay, and Control F is fill. I think I'm on caps lock. That might be the problem.
So next time so what's really cool, especially with like circular holes, I think this will be really cool is if you did grid fill.
Okay, so let's delete this one then. So 2, 3. So we're gonna delete. Wait, no, wait. How did I get to my pie menu? X was delete, right?
Yes.
Because we're Xing it out. Okay, so we're gonna delete the faces, and then gonna go back to 2 and hold down. Was Shift or Alt? Alt.
Oh, yeah. So it's Alt.
Okay, to grab the loop.
Mm-hmm.
In Maya, you would just double click, but that's cool. Okay, and then, okay, so we want a grid fill.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit F3. And then if we type in F, does it show like the different type of fills?
Yep. So just type in fill.
Okay, and grid fill. So Control F is grid fill.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not anything. You just actually have to select that. So Alt F is fill. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, face is Control F. So grid fill. So we'll click that. Oh, that's cool. So it just automatically knows where it automatically connects all your loops.
Yeah, and so if you look on the lower left, you'll see like a span and you'll see offset. What's really cool is that
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you can rotate it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so like if you had a cylinder, this would make filling in stuff super fast, as well as things to uh, just just to connect stuff.
Yeah. No, that's cool. This is so technical. That's awesome. Okay.
Let's now get in a cylinder. So go ahead and hit tab.
Tab.
And
Tab. Tab. Okay, there we go. So if I hit X, will it delete this cube?
Yes.
I mean, it's not a cube anymore. Okay, delete. Okay. Okay, so we got rid of that. We're gonna get ourselves a cylinder now, right?
Yeah. So Shift A will bring up your creation menu.
Okay.
And then you can go to mesh, and then you can go to cylinder.
Boom.
But it's going to create it where your 3D cursor is.
Right. Okay, hold on one second, Mike.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, lost my earphones. Okay, buddy. So it created it where that thing was, and to be honest, I don't I don't remember how to move it.
Oh well, to move. Oh, you mean to move the cylinder?
Yeah. No, to move that point.
That's shift and right clicking around. But what you can also do.
Okay. Yeah.
Is let me just.
I know G is to move the cylinder. Shift moves it on the. Wait, no. Oh boy.
Yeah. So let's say that you wanted to snap your cylinder to your 3D cursor.
Okay.
Go ahead, hit Shift S, and I'm hoping that brings up a pie menu.
Whoa. Okay. That scale.
Oh yeah. So like you can do scale, rotate.
So Shift F scaled.
Oh, Shift S scaled.
Yep.
That's just S.
Oh,
scale.
okay. So maybe I didn't hit Shift. Okay, Shift S. Okay, there's a pie menu.
Yep, and then you can do cursor to world origin will bring your 3D cursor to the world origin, which is what you want.
Oh,
That's
cool.
what you've been trying to do.
Yep.
But then what you can do is go select it. You can do the selection to the cursor.
Okay.
Snap you back to the
Oh,
middle
what
there.
did I do? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Shift S, selection to cursor. Hey. Keep offset. Okay, cool. Interesting.
Great.
So I'm starting to see, I'm starting to get it a little bit.
So I'm sure you're asking yourself, how do you show wireframes? How do you show all that great
Oh,
stuff?
I'm asking myself a million questions. Hey, Vanticated, how you doing? But I'm super concerned. I'm just gonna get ahead of myself. But yeah, how do you do wireframes? Let's go next step.
In the upper right, you have a bunch of those
Up here.
things.
So
Yep.
this is my X-ray right there. Okay.
So yep. Yeah, and then to the left of that is a caret. Yep, that one right there is called the overlays.
Okay. So there's my wireframe.
Yep, and then just go ahead and get that going, just so we can kind of see what we're doing.
Okay. And I'm gonna click off. Okay. Interesting. So I clicked off the X-ray just so we could just see the wireframes on the object. And it's weird. I'm no longer rendering the object. It's just kind of.
Oh, well, that's because you're still in wireframe. So, like in the upper right, choose viewport shading, and there's the one next to wireframe is a solid one.
Oh, got it. Okay. There we go. So what? I can't be in viewport shading and wireframe. All right, whatever. Whatevs.
You can.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So now, oh no, you're still on your wireframe. It should be the one that's right next to.
Right, that one. Okay, so there's not that and wireframe. Hey, Blowtorch, how's it going? I'm learning Blender slowly.
Well, now go to your overlays, your viewport overlays thing that I showed you before, and make sure that your wireframe is actually on.
Okay, so this guy, right? Viewport shading method to display shading objects in 3D. Okay.
Oh, it's so to the left of the double box is a caret, and it looks like it has like the Boolean symbol.
Okay.
That one.
Viewport overlays. Okay.
And then on the bottom there is wireframe. You should be able just to select it.
Okay.
Okay, and then you want to then also be, because you currently have your like edge mode selected, you want to be in that big solid circle.
Okay, I'm confused. Oh, my solid circle, this one. Okay. Oh, and then click on wireframe. Oh, okay, got it.
Yes, there you go. Now you're in what you were hoping to be in. So
Now
like, if you click out of it.
Yeah, now I'm cooking with gas. Okay.
Yeah, cool. So
nice.
I think one of the things that we could do is, what would be, well, now that we're at this point, is there anything that is kind of like freaking you out? Is there anything that we could do to get you something that you would want to start making? Because cylinders are always good. If I were you, I would just start moving it around, extruding faces, maybe creating some divisions. So let's do something that.
Okay, so if I wanted to, so let's do something simple with this. Okay.
Sure.
So I just want to insert an edge loop, maybe right here near the top, and then I want to grab that top face and scale it down to create kind of a dome shape. So let's just do some simple procedures here. Perfect. So we learned like that insert edge loop tool. We would use that same one. So I'm going to hit tab.
Yep.
And then I am just going to go, I'm just going to make my life easy here. I'm just going to select not extrude. I'm going to select loop cut, right?
You can do that or do Control R.
Okay, so I'm just hit Control R. Okay, so I want it, and do I middle mouse drag? I can't remember.
No, you can just do Control R, and then you hit left select to say, yes, I want an edge loop there.
Okay, and then I move it up.
You'll get the up and down. Yep.
Okay, so I move it. Here's where I want it. Boom.
Yep.
And normally in Maya, I would just hold down Shift and kind of snap it to grid or whatever, but that's fine. Okay, so now I've got it pretty much where I want it now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to rotate up. I'm going to go with 1, 2. With 3, I can go into face mode.
Yep.
And now I want to
scale.
Just S for scale. Okay. Yep. Oh, super easy. And now if I want to move that face up, I would hit G. And it would do that, and I hate it.
So then this is what I would do. So
okay, hold on. I've got to get out of this now. Okay, so I scaled that up. So let's try this again. Yep. So hit S, and I can scale it. And this is like so fast. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna leave it here now. I'm gonna deselect it. And now, what if I just want to move that up on Y?
Well, then just do GY. Or
okay,
you can go to your left and do the move, and you'll be very happy with that.
This one.
Yep.
Oh yes, this makes sense. Okay, so then I can just move it where I want. If I wanted to move it on one of those other ones, I could do it. So this is what I'm talking about, wishy-washiness, right? Because in Maya, and I hate to keep saying Maya, but in Maya, if you wanted to do what it originally did, you would just grab that middle circle. So this is essentially a Maya control here.
Right.
But I see what you're saying about the the SY thing, or GY.
So with what you're doing right now, how I would have quickly moved it just straight up is I would have hit G and then middle mouse clicked, and then that will snap to your Z axis, and then you can do all the stuff that you want to do very, very easily.
Okay. And I just messed it up again. Okay, so we're gonna move it back. Okay. So now, just for fun, I want to add another. I'm gonna go back into edge mode. It was Control R does the. Okay, yep. Control R. I just wanted to add another one and just expand it on my own. So if I right click on that, that's where. How do I get it to snap to the center again? Shift.
Just right click.
Right click snaps to the center, perfect. And then S will scale that out, so I can kind of round that out if I want to. And now if I wanted to move that edge up, I'm gonna hit. I'm going to right click, and then because I don't remember how to do what you told me to, it's already on the move tool, which is nice. Instead of the marquee, I can move that up and down. Okay. So this is starting
really cool.
This is starting to make sense to me. Okay. Yeah. Show me something really cool.
Okay. So now let's say that you wanted to add an edge loop and slide it along the edge.
Okay.
Really easy. Do Control R.
Okay.
And get it right in the middle.
Okay.
Like you just did.
All right.
So now instead of hitting G, you're gonna love this, dude. GG.
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 Good game. Okay, GG. I did GG. Didn't do anything. Oh, I was ready to love this, man. Do I need to click and then press GG?
Oh well, okay. Yeah. So do your selection, get it in the middle.
Okay.
So you know, like you would have done normally, get the edge loop.
Okay.
Like within the model, and then when you want to move it, hit GG.
It's just tweaking it. Should I place it first?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then I can move it after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
With whatever you're doing, like let's say that you wanted to move something on the X or Y or the Z axis, you can hit that axis twice and it will move it locally.
Okay. I click that.
So now, Gabe, let's say that you wanted to, so one quick thing is that if you hold Shift while you're doing anything, it will slow down. It will be like a precision placement.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. I like that. Okay, so I feel like the one thing I've learned how to do this section is add edge loops. So
which is a big one. Can I show you how to do a double edge loop on the both edges to like add supporting edges real fast?
A double edge loop like an offset?
Well, yeah. So like, let's say that you wanted to add some supporting edges between two places so that you don't have to.
Yep. Show me.
Yeah. Okay. So let's add one edge loop in the middle, perfectly right in the middle, and then this will lead into our next tool, which is bevel.
Okay, so I'm gonna add this one to the middle.
Yep.
Okay, and I can't
right click.
I'm gonna right click this. No, right click deleted it.
Oh,
left click.
Sorry. So yes,
left click
to accept it, and then right click to center it perfectly in the middle.
Perfect. Okay, so that's where I get it. Fahrenheit 350 says, Mike, you don't look like you've aged a day since P-Town.
I haven't. I have de-aged, and then I've aged a little bit, and I de-aged some more.
We've got a professor, or what is it, Benjamin Button situation. Okay, so we created that edge loop. Now we want to bevel it.
Yeah. So bevel is the next tool, kind of like Control R is like the edge loop.
Okay.
Control B is your bevel. So do it.
Okay. So, Control B makes sense. Control R does not. So I have to. Well, I have to find. I have to find a way. So a loop is round. Therefore, Control R. Okay, I have to make it make sense, Mike. It has to compute. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Control B for bevel, and it does this big crosshair.
Yep. Now start going up and down.
I am. It's doing nothing.
Oh
wait, what happened?
Why is that? That's a weird thing that happened.
Mike, weird things are happening. Okay. So that was my edge loop. Bevel. Control B. Control B, right?
Yes, Control B.
Okay, now it's... Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's kind of like... Yeah, it's creating an offset edge loops on that edge loop. So it's splitting that edge loop in two. Yep. Right? So this is on a planar surface, so I actually don't want to do it on this one. I want to do it on that center one I just created. And cool. that's going to do exactly what I would expect. It's just going to bevel that edge. But that's the one I want. And I'm trying to remember control. How do we get the loop?
Okay, so just do the alt within.
Okay.
Yeah, within the direction. Then, like if you want to ring.
Yep, I got the ring.
Ring is Control R. Ring is Control Alt.
Oh, but I just did it.
Yeah, that's the loop. The loop is alt clicking.
Okay. Oh, the ring. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Fahrenheit 350 is telling me how to do this. Okay, so we're going to do the bevel again. Control B. And I think I did it in the wrong spot again or something. Something happened. Some sort of unhappiness ensued.
No, that was right. Once you get that little cross, that thing, you want to go up and down with it.
Logan man, thank you so much for the raid. You were probably expecting Mario Maker 2. But everybody, welcome to the raid. I'm doing a Blender tutorial with my friend Michael Reese. Okay, so we just beveled this.
What's cool too is that at this point you can use your mouse scroll to get more edges.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is actually really cool. I like that. That's a lot of bevel control you've introduced me to. Look how uniform that is too.
Yeah, plus it keeps your volume.
It's a thing of beauty. So if I'm modeling a fat round character, I've got to give a shout out to Logan Man. Because he is a gentleman and a scholar. How are you doing, Logan Man? Sorry, Mike. We got to say hello to Logan Man because he just gave us a raid. Were you playing Mario Maker? Super Boss for the Ultimate Hero, welcome to the channel. So I'm going to give a quick excerpt here. So anyone just dropping by, welcome. I'm doing a Blender tutorial today. Normally I stream Super Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm a big fan of Logan Man. I rate him consistently as well. So he's returning the favor. But yeah, welcome to the channel. If you want to see some art stuff, that's what we're working on today. I'll be back on Tuesday with Mario Maker levels. Otherwise, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. All right, Mike, this is starting to look like a glue bottle or something. I kind of liking it. I liking the way it's going. So what if I want to grab like okay, now I want to grab this edge loop of faces and just move it up.
Yeah, so hit 3.
Okay. And if I hold down Alt right, will that grab the loop? Yes, it did, and it worked. Okay, this I'm starting to get. I think I'm getting the hang of it. And I'm going to scale this thing in just for funsies. Just testing out the water here. And then I want to grab this loop. Is there a hotkey for extruding?
That's E.
That's right. So if I just hold down E, now I can bring that straight up. Hit S and it blows up. Okay, it didn't want it. Oh, that's okay. So this did what we were trying to do earlier.
That's exactly, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to hit E again and extrude this up. Click on it before I hit E. Oh, I didn't mean to hit E. Before I hit S. S and scale it down to taper it. So it's like a mustard bottle. That is cool.
Now let's say that you want to smooth your normals, because we all want to do that.
Oh, smooth my normals. Let's do it.
So two things. First, let's hit tab. And then right click and then go to shade smooth.
Right click and then shade smooth. Okay.
Which will make it all smooth.
Okay, but we're in wireframe. So I'm going to turn off wireframe, right? Okay. Oh, wait. So I need to do it in the Boolean thingy because I turned it on in there. Okay, so we're going to turn off wireframe. So it's not smooth, though. Do I need to select the object?
Yes.
Okay, so select the object, right click. Where was it? Oh, shade smooth. Okay. Oh, look how smooth it is.
So that's completely smooth, right?
Yep.
But we know that
we want to harden some of these edges.
Right. So the easiest way to do that for now is go to the right menu and you'll see a third from the bottom, a triangle with 3 verts on it.
Okay. On this one? Okay. Yeah. Wait. A triangle with 3 verts on the right?
On the far right, you'll see a checker, you'll see a circle checker, and then third from the bottom, you'll see
this guy. Triangle. Okay. Got it.
And
object data. Okay.
Yep.
So click that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then go to auto smooth and then choose your degree.
Okay, where's auto smooth? Why am I not seeing it?
So go under normals. Sorry. So
no, you're good.
UV maps, vertex colors, face map, and then normals.
Okay. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
This is really nice. So anything below 30 degrees will harden.
What's really cool is that will do it automatically while you're modeling.
I wonder if Maya has this. Because this would save so much time, because I'm constantly having to redo all this garbage with low poly objects. Okay. Oh, that is great. That is super handy.
Okay, so one thing that I know you're going to have an issue with when you start modeling is when you start scaling, it's the transforms, right? You're going to want to reset transforms at some point.
Right.
The easiest way to do that is to do a Control A. Well, first get your object and then do Control A, and then you just need to do either rotation scale, or you can do apply all transforms.
All transforms, okay.
And that will reset your transformations.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because if you start to do like modifiers, like if you were to do a bevel modifier, which I can show you maybe in like the next section, the next time we do this, when you apply something to an object that has weird scaling, you're going to get a weird result.
Right. So this is great. So I think I know. I think we're gonna have to end it pretty soon here, Mike.
Sure.
So my assignment, I think this week is an assignment I give my students because I think it goes along with the edge loops and the extrusions and everything we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Is my fire hydrant assignment.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try and model my fire hydrant to smooth this week.
Perfect.
Anyway, because
I think it's a great first assignment.
Yeah, because partly because I already know what to do model wise with that, so it's not like it makes sense to everything we've learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a great first assignment, and I would. Do you need to know anything else besides what we've gone over to do that successfully? Do you want to learn how to copy something, how to like duplicate something?
So I learned that once before. Let's do it though. Let's do that though. Yeah.
Shift D.
That's right. Shift D, and then I can just move my little ketchup bottle over. Now I have lots of ketchup bottles. Yep, that's cool. No, I think so. I think what I want to do is struggle a little bit and try and figure out some of the stuff I would do in Maya on that hydrant.
I think that's great, and I think one thing that will help you is because in Maya there's I forget what it's called, but it essentially has the object data like displayed, so you can move it X, Y, or Z just by dragging like the object data. That's what your N is. So if you hit N.
Okay, hit N. Without selecting anything, or?
Yeah, without selecting anything.
Okay. Okay, so that's my local. Oh, so these are my local attributes, so I can move things.
Yes.
Precisely within there. Okay, that's great. And the same with scale.
Yep.
And I'm assuming I can hold down Shift and select. No, you can't do all of them. The lock button, maybe. No. Oh, you can lock certain ones. Oh, that's cool. So now this turns into more of a ketchup bottle. Okay. How do I scale these uniformly though? Oh, there we go. No, that didn't do it either.
You scaling uniformly.
Like if I wanted to select X, Y, and Z and scale those back and forth.
So just drag select like all three.
Okay.
And then hit 3 or something.
Oh, but you have to type it in. I can no longer rotate. Okay, that's a bummer, but it's a bummer, but I understand. I guess. I'm disappointed. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like knowing like the move tool is very helpful. Okay. No, that's cool, Mike. This has been illuminating. This has been great.
Well, I'm glad that you liked it, and I feel like we're at a point where you'll be able to at least move around, understand most things so that you can accomplish a model, and then struggle to the point where you may have to look some stuff up, but I think it'll be a good learning experience.
Oh, that's great. Mike, that's huge. So let's plan on next Saturday.
Perfect.
And I'm going to at least get to work for a couple hours this week doing the hydrant.
Okay.
And I can show you what I did, and then we can jump on to something else.
Sounds good. Sounds really good.
So Professor X Gaming says, now my daughter wants to program like this and a 3D printer. So Professor X Gaming, if you're watching, I teach 3D art at the University of Utah in a software package called Maya, which I'm extremely familiar with. But Blender is a free open source 3D modeling platform that's extremely powerful, but it's like learning a little bit of a new language. So I've got my friend Mike Reese. I went to school with him back in the day for our bachelor degrees. We actually went to school together. He now works at a company using a software called 3D Studio Max, but he also knows Maya, but he's been learning Blender on his own. So he is helping me break into Blender a little bit and try to figure out what the heck's going on with it. So he's a good friend of mine for helping me out with that.
Absolutely.
All right. So Yeah, so catch these. I think this is going to be I think this is going to go on my perm schedule for like Saturdays and Sundays when Michael's available. If he's not available, maybe I'll just work on the homework pieces by my lonesome.
Yeah, and maybe what would be fun is if we maybe did some of those together. Like if at some point we get to the point where we both know Blender the same amount, we'll just give ourselves a homework assignment and then we'll just do it on our own.
Yeah,
and,
well,
and see what we come up with.
right. So it's just like Michael, you're the same way. When you have like we do side projects. So I'd love to get to the point where I can just do character modeling in Blender. And it no longer becomes a big how-to thing. It's just I'm comfortable enough that I know how to move verts and build characters.
Yes.
So fair enough.
Same here.
Yeah. So I don't know what name to put on TV. Says is that mayonnaise? I'm going with mustard. It was actually a cylinder that just evolved into this as Mike was teaching me all the tools. So he's awesome. Fahrenheit 350. Mike, are you at a standing desk?
Yeah. Yep. I've been doing that for a long time now.
I'm impressed. I don't stand up anymore. So.
Like Professor X.
All right. So everybody watching, I think we have most of Logan Man 811's crew in here with us because we only had like 3 people before that. I want to go ahead and share the love. Logan, do you have any recommendations of who we should skip this raid onto? Vienticated says Blender is complex. I tried it before to make 3D model of MU thesis project because Lumion 6 is too heavy for my laptop. Yeah, it's complex. But my eyes have been opened quite a bit. Michael has really helped me out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stream Moo Cow X. And everybody, thank you so much for coming out. If you're into this stuff, I'll advertise it more, so not to confuse my typical fan base, which is Super Mario Maker 2. We're gonna go ahead and raid Moo Cow X, give him a warm hello, and I'll be back on Tuesday with more Mario Maker, and I'll be back Saturday with more of this fun stuff. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Like and follow if this is your jam, and we'll see you later. Which, of course, we still have 8 seconds before we're at. Michael, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, buddy. It's fantastic. I look forward to doing more.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. All right, we'll see you guys.